Sleep Pod Greater.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your homeboy the Guru here, Guru Speaks Podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. And on the marathon today with me, I got a very, very special guest, my homegirl Amanda. What's cracking?
Hey, what's up?
Chilling. Thank you for coming to sit down with me today.
Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be here.
Not a problem. Before we get into everything, I want you to introduce yourselves to everybody.
So my name is Amanda. But on OnlyFans, I am my alter ego, AJ Leona.
AJ Leona. So where did that name come from? How did you think about it? Give us the backstory on that.
So when I knew I was starting OnlyFans, I wanted to have a name that had some type of meaning to it. So I did think about it for a while. AJ is my first two initials. And then Leona is lioness in Spanish. Mm-hmm. And as you know, because you've known me for a long time, I'm a Leo.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't get more Leo than me. I mean, I look like a lion.
It's funny because your birthday is literally a day before mine.
Yeah.
Yours the 30th, I'm the 31st.
We're the best. Leos
Fuck
are the best.
Yeah. So now that we know the meaning behind everything, when did you decide to get into OnlyFans, and where did the thought come from?
So it's funny because I had been thinking about it for about 6 months before I finally went ahead and just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. Mm-hmm. During that time frame, I just had so many people reaching out to me saying, what's your link? What's your link? What's your link? And even a lot of my female friends were like, what are you doing? You could be making so much money. You don't have to even do nudes, this, that, and the third. So finally one day I literally said to myself, if one more guy asks me for my link, I'm going to do it. So I decided to do it, and I've been doing it now for 6 months since November.
How's the experience going? Are you getting the bag or what?
I mean, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Yeah, it definitely, it comes and goes in waves.
So it's not life-changing money right now?
Not yet, but that's my hope.
So, OnlyFans is everywhere. Mm-hmm. You see it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, especially Twitter. Twitter is wild. For those of y'all that don't know, you can literally watch 2-minute porn on Twitter without unsolicited. You could be just scrolling, and it shows that somebody likes the tweet. And you could just see a girl giving a dude head, damn, I didn't want to see that, but damn, she got some nice titties or something like that. So it's kind of damn, oh shit. So, I feel like the pressure on women that do OnlyFans is kind of crazy, but I do see a lot of women getting to the bag, life changing money. I saw the chick, what's the girl that was on Dr. Phil?
Bad Baby.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks
yes.
to CP, my business partner, video cameraman. Bad Baby. I think she said she earned $6 million.
That's because of who she is.
Or is that cap?
That's because
facts.
of who she is. So celebs definitely have an upper hand just because of who they are.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you for a fact, I've looked at a couple celebs OnlyFans myself just to check it out, and they just do normal pictures, barely post anything, and charge $20 a month.
Wow. So
yeah,
it's crazy that I feel like that with celebrities that create content, at podcasts. Mm-hmm. It's it's a cheat code, bro, because you're going to get views based on who you are.
Exactly.
It's damn, and it's lower tier content creators like myself, and everybody that I'm affiliated with. It's like, damn, it's like pulling teeth to get people to watch your shit. Then fucking Eminem posted something, you're gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whoever it is. But what is the difference? Explain to me. Why does some OnlyFans women charge different tiers of like one girl $5, $10? What is that?
So it depends on what type of content you're doing.
Right.
And I would say probably also, I think a lot of women, including myself, factor in how much time and work it's going to take.
Right.
When you're, putting your content together. Like for me personally, I don't work with any photographers or anything. I'm a one-man band. So I'm my light man, my hype man, my photographer. Like I'd set it all up and do it all alone. So I put a lot of work into my stuff.
Wow. So I've seen on OnlyFans was like women charge like $100 a month. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
So there's actually a cap on that because of Bella Thorne. I don't know if you heard anything about that.
No, I have not.
There's an OnlyFans documentary out there. I believe it's called Selling Sex or Selling Sexy. It's something like that. I can't remember the name. It's a very good documentary though. I really do recommend it for anyone to watch it, but they touch on it in that documentary as well. She basically at first was, I guess, supposed to be doing OnlyFans as an experiment for a movie that she was doing. And I think she made like $2 million like her first day. And it just created this big war with sex workers. And a lot of sex workers were really upset because they work so hard on their stuff.
Right.
And then here comes a celebrity coming in, making all this money in one day. And she didn't do nudes or anything either.
Wow. So is it more lucrative to do OnlyFans nude or non-nude? And why did you well, let me ask you, for those that never seen your content, are you nude or are you?
I don't do nudes.
Why?
I will say I get as close as possible to nude though. So I do swimwear, lingerie. I'm down to pasties. Yes, you can see my ass on my OnlyFans. It's all over my OnlyFans. So, but the reason that I personally won't do full nudes is I just think about the future, and I'm single right now, but you know me too, because you've known me for a long time. When I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't play. Right. So I don't like the idea of potentially a future partner that I could be with having to deal with the fact that there would be full nude photos of me floating around on the internet, or one day I hope to become a mom. Right. And if it's out there, it's out there, I
respect that. I understand. But what if somebody say, Amanda, I got like 100K for you or a crazy number.
Man,
because look. With all due respect, I feel like, because you're not the only person that does OnlyFans. They're like, nah, for those reasons. But I just feel like if it's life changing money, I think the thought process would change. Like if a guy comes to you with a lucrative deal, and he said, look, I'll give you 20,000 just for a whole month or whatever the number is, and I'm pretty sure you'll change your mind and be like, you know what, okay, the mother stuff and the husband shit, that'll go out the window. I don't
know, because I have to admit I do get a lot of DMs on there.
Is
and
it tempting?
they'll ask me, how much to see this, how much to see that, but it's just, to me, at the end of the day, it's just still not worth it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, if I did nudes, I could quit my day job easily.
That's what I'm saying. If you know you can get the bag, why not though?
It's just, I just don't want to go that far. No? That's all. No.
Do you know girls that do?
Absolutely.
And is it worth it? Are they living good?
They're also very free spirited.
Okay.
I don't knock women at all that do nudes. Believe me. I mean, I'm not mad at them, girl. Get your money.
Are they just doing photography or porn?
I know some girls that are doing nudes and porn. Yeah. I know some that are doing both. Some of them are doing very well. Some of them do okay. But I mean, at the end of the day, all of us that are on OnlyFans, your hopes and wishes are, one day I'm going to get this one rich guy that just wants to blow a bag. Right. And it's going to change my life, Right.
So by you being in OnlyFans, it's a business.
Exactly.
And I don't know if you seen my Facebook post last week when I said, is OnlyFans taxable money?
Yeah,
Everybody thought it was funny. I mean, it was funny spirited, but it really was a serious question. Mm-hmm. So, do you have to file taxes based on your?
You do. Yes. You do. That is something that I want everyone to know. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up, so I can clear the air on that. For anyone that says OnlyFans is not a real job, yes, it is. You have to fill out a W-9, and we do pay taxes on our earnings.
That is crazy.
It's a real job.
Shout out Big Mike. He just walked in the building. But, so tell me have you got like negative judgment, or some people looked at you differently since you started doing this?
Absolutely.
Like people changed up on you when you started? How did that make you feel?
I've had a lot of that.
Really?
It's a crappy feeling. It is. It's a very crappy feeling, but I realize it comes with the territory and it's just part of it. And I just feel like those that really know me and are in my life for the right reasons, they're going to stick around and they're going to respect what I'm doing, and they're not going to knock my hustle.
So how did your family take it or does your family know?
Both of my parents know, and they're both very supportive.
They're cool with it?
Yeah, so I'm very fortunate. Even my father. So if my father's watching this, yeah, shout out to my dad. But yeah, he's very supportive. He just doesn't want to see my content, understandably.
I mean, yeah, like no dad wants to see that little girl.
Exactly.
Because
he knows as a man how they're looking at me.
No matter how old you get,
yeah,
that's always gonna be a little girl you don't want to see. Not you, but you don't see a little girl busting it open on.
Well, I'm not busting it open.
No, that's why I said not you, but I'm just saying, like, we just saying OnlyFans as a whole, but it's crazy. Like, I also on Twitter I've seen like OnlyFans women charge for like I guess escort services, and does that go hand in hand?
I gotta say, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. I'm just like,
OnlyFans does. It's very interesting, but they block you from saying certain words and messages.
Really?
One day I was messaging with someone on there, and I tried to write the word drunk. They would not let me send it.
Wow.
You can't even type the word me. So they don't even want you. I don't want to meet up with people anyway. So if you're watching this, please do not ask me to go on a date with you. Don't ask me to meet up with you. We can talk. Yes.
Have you got that request?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Absolutely. Multiple times.
What's the craziest message that you got?
Oh, man.
Via DM, any platform, when you started doing this?
I can be uncensored on this, right? Because
yeah, it's me. It's SVM. Go ahead.
Listen, I had a guy talking about how he wants to give me his 9-incher until I cream.
Damn.
I have guys that are like, let me see that pussy. Let me see those big fat titties. Like, some of them are very vulgar.
Okay, so it's a double-edged sword. Like, that has to feel good as a woman to know that your market value is super high. And at the same time, I'm pretty sure they're not coming from a disrespectful spirit. They're not saying like they're gonna hurt you. They just are very fond of you, and you stimulate them to the highest power. Yeah. So don't take it as like,
I've had some though that I do feel
go over the line.
I have had some that I feel like are talking to me like I'm a piece of meat or an object, and that's what have they said to you? Just. It's the way they ask for things. Right. I've been fortunate to where most people, when I tell them I don't do nudes, that's also my bio, by the way. Because I've had a lot of guys pay, and then they're like, why are there no nudes on here? Honey, it's in my bio. You've got to read.
I'm not going to lie. It's kind of disappointing. Not you, but it's just like, when I see a girl's OnlyFans and she's attractive, I'm like, whoa, come on. Like, what the fuck is the point? Because it's just like, we want to see, you know what I'm saying?
So, from my perspective, it's the reason I'm doing this is because so many people asked me to do it.
Right.
And, something else I just want to put out there is I know one of the big disappointments I hear a lot is, and this is, I understand and I agree with this. A lot of people get upset when they subscribe to someone's OnlyFans and it's all the same stuff that's on their Instagram. And there is not even one photo on my OnlyFans that you can find anywhere else. So everything on my OnlyFans is truly exclusive. You cannot see me in pasties anywhere else, and you cannot see my ass anywhere else. That's for sure.
So you say you've been doing it for 6 months? Mm-hmm. Now, do you have a business plan? And what's your future endeavors with the whole OF?
Oh, wow. So to be quite honest with you, I think about the future a lot and where I can go with it, or even where I can go with Instagram, but it's not something clear cut and defined. Right. I just think every day my goal is to reach as many people as possible. And just to try to get better opportunities. You know, my end goal isn't just OnlyFans. I'm not going to do it forever, obviously.
So when you how do you view with people that are in relationships and the man is like, I don't want my girl on that shit?
So I will say, to an extent, I can understand that. But I'm also going to be very blunt, because I've had many people, although I'm not doing nudes, tell me, Amanda, no one's going to want to date you. Well, let's be real here. You know me well. When I am with someone, there is no reason for them to doubt me or to worry. So if a man can't handle me, being about my money and knowing that this is truly a business and that's it, then I hate to say it this way, but you're just too much of a pussy for me. Sorry.
I wouldn't necessarily say he a pussy. It's just, sir, I'm going to speak for the fellas. It's just certain things that you don't want because your woman represents you. She's an extension of you. So when you out in the street, say if you going to the grocery store, hey man, damn man, your girl, I seen her on the internet, bro. She's nice. And it's kind of it's damaging to the ego, because it's that's my queen, you know what I'm saying?
And I get that.
She's an extension of me, so it's just vice versa. We represent our girlfriends. That's why we don't want to be in public embarrassing our significant others. And
I get that, but to piggyback off what you're saying, that's also ties into why I don't do nudes, because I feel I'm saving those few things for that special someone.
But don't you think it's in the realm of the ballpark kind of the same thing, though? Even though you're not taking off your clothes.
But to be fair, no one can touch me on there. No one can touch me. Mm-hmm. It's strictly photos, some video clips. That's it. They can't touch me. I will also say that if I had a partner, I'd have no problem sharing my content with them, having them help me put my content together.
Okay, let me ask you this. Would you stop? If that was a request, not if you first start dating somebody, but things are going well and y'all getting serious.
If it's getting really, really
he says,
serious,
Amanda, I want you to stop because it's not making me feel comfortable.
I could probably find a compromise with that.
That means no.
It's not a full blown no, because as I said, I don't want to do it forever. But this is for really any and all men. I really want men to understand a woman being on OnlyFans is not a bad or negative thing. Mm-hmm. You have a smart businesswoman on your hands. I mean, how can you knock us for making money while we're working our day jobs, while we're sleeping, for photos and videos, you know?
I mean, but it's just again, I saw OnlyFans, again, shout out to Twitter, there was this girl, she was showing her but this girl, she was nude. Mm-hmm. And her boyfriend was sitting right there, and she was yeah, she had very nice titties.
He's a titty man, in case you guys didn't know.
And she was she was gonna meet up with one of the subscribers.
Oh, see, I won't.
Now listen. She's gonna meet up with one of the subscribers for a titty massage. She's gonna meet up with in the hotel room, and I believe he was out of state. And you share a night with him, but here's the thing: he couldn't fuck her. So she was like, "You can only massage my titties. That's it." To me, I'm just what? He's stupid to pay that, because what's the point? If you're not gonna go to a home plate,
he's gonna pay for blue balls pretty much.
So why the fuck would you? And then the husband was like, she was like, babe, no, she's like, no man's gonna fuck me but my boyfriend, and he's okay with me doing this. But I'm scratching my head, because it's essentially why, that's simp to me. That's simp behavior.
See, to each their own, but I would not meet up with someone at all. They're
stranger.
especially not giving me a titty massage. I don't think so. Like, you're
She
not
said
touching
verbatim
me.
a titty massage. He couldn't even get a blowjob out of it. It was just, that's it. That's all you get, buddy. Pack it up and go home. And I'm like, and then she started talking about her packages, because I guess on OnlyFans you can pay for different tiers and packages and shit.
Yeah, some women do 2 pages. They'll do a free page that has like less revealing stuff, and then they do a VIP page that you have to pay for. But I also think that's where the pay-per-view messages come in handy, because you can send out pay-per-view messages on there and charge money for them to open it.
Messages?
Yes.
Are you?
I do that. I send out exclusive photos that aren't on my page that they have to pay extra if they want to see them.
And then you can add tips.
They can pay you tips as well, yes. But OnlyFans does take a 20% cut, by the way.
Oh, so they get theirs off the top. And so how often do you get a payout from OnlyFans?
So how it works is it's on a rolling 7-day period. So let's say I made $100 on there today, I could withdraw it in a week. And then you have to, it withdraws into your bank account, but that can take a couple of days.
What's the percentage that they take?
20%.
Wow. I think Uber took 15.
Which is still kind of fair if you think about it, because they're paying for, all the processing fees and they're doing all of that stuff.
Right.
They make all the processing easy.
Right.
The other thing that they do that I also like is to protect their content creators. Like, if you pay for the sub, like, you're locked in the sub, you're not getting your money back. And if you dispute the charge, then they like shut down your OnlyFans account completely.
So yeah. I can't finesse and be like,
right. That's why I'm happy they do that.
Call my bank, cancel that
exactly
shit, but they'll shut down my account.
They're gonna shut down your OnlyFans account.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. So we back from break. Still my special guest,
Amanda.
I was just like, what was that skit in Chappelle? No, Pootie Tang, his new hit. So we were talking about before we went to break, simps paying for subscriptions.
I hate that word so much.
Tell me why you hate it.
Because I don't refer to those people as simps. I appreciate them. They're supporters.
Of course, because they're benefiting you. But I'm saying I'm not calling guys that sub up to OF as simps. I'm just saying for the ones that's like thirsty and begging to meet up with you. Like when you told them no consistently no, and they're like, no, but still, like, if you ever change your mind.
Well, they do the same thing as far as nudes go. They think one day I'm just gonna let them free completely.
Will you?
No.
if somebody paid you $5,000.
Listen, it would be very tempting, but it's, as I said, I'm just someone. I'm someone that thinks about the future, and I just.
What I'm trying to, I guess, what I've been trying to do this whole interview, like, what's reserving you for going besides the future? What right now in the present time is reserved? Is it judgment?
I don't even want to say it's judgment. Listen, I'm very open-minded. I don't judge anybody. I love going to the strip club. So anybody want to go see ass and titties, hit me up. I'm always down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just a personal thing for me. I just really don't want to be fully naked on the internet.
I understand.
And what I do is, like, actually the reason I do a lot of content in pasties is because my fans were asking for it. And I thought it was the perfect happy medium because I don't have to fully expose myself, but then they get to see, like, how they sit out of a bra and, like, all that, you know.
Now, me being a titty connoisseur for as long as I've been alive, you have different kinds, like, obviously A, B, C, D cup, correct?
Yeah.
What do you say for a woman that like you that's natural, right? What do you say to the women that goes to get breast implants and they're saying that they have better bodies than natural women? What would you say to that?
Ooh.
Like my shit is better than yours. What would you say to women that had?
Well, first of all, I would say, listen, babe, do you want some? I'm a triple D/F, so I've got some to donate for sure.
You could definitely go to Africa and feed.
Yes, I could. But my feelings on that is I'm very, very big on women empowerment.
100.
And I hate it so much when women tear other women down. I actually deal with it a lot on Instagram. I've been getting a lot of hate comments. I even had a few girls comment in Dutch. I had to put it in Google Translate, and my gut told me they're talking about my titties. Girls from Colombia.
What do they say?
They all say the same shit. They can't come up with any other line. All they can say about me is saggy titties. Oh, you got saggy titties. Put those things away. And it's just, come on now. You have to be a truly miserable person to take the time out of your day to come, on my profile and say things like that. And, the way I look at it is I'm natural. They're not going to sit completely straight up. I mean, they're heavy, but sorry, 100%. To any women watching, if you think I have saggy titties, honey, you've never seen saggy ones, because it's not these. I've seen what saggy ones look like, and it's not mine. Yes, they don't sit up straight, but I wouldn't say that I knock women that aren't natural, but I'm very big on women loving themselves the way that they are naturally. And I just feel our society this day and age just always makes people, especially women, feel like, oh, you have to change this, you have to change that, you need more of this, you need more of that, I have no ass. I'm not gonna go to the doctor's office and go get one, you know what I mean? I just don't think it's worth it.
So you won't go get a BBL?
No. No. Mm-mm. And what's sad is I see so many women that naturally they're gorgeous, they have beautiful bodies.
Right.
And they get addicted to these surgeries, and it's just so heartbreaking to me. I'm just really big on that. Women loving themselves naturally, because my mind also goes to our youth. Mm-hmm. And I even think back to when I was a little girl. You see magazines, you see billboards, and it's being shoved in your face, and you're being told this is what you have to be beautiful, and it's not even real. Right. So that's my feelings.
So for those that don't know, you're biracial, correct?
Yes.
Mom is
black,
dad
and
is...
my dad's white.
So you being biracial, how did that affect you growing up as far as identifying, how some people have identity crisis, this crowd won't accept you for how you look, or that crowd? Talk to the audience about that.
Growing up biracial was very difficult, but I'm so grateful for it, because it really molded me into the person I am, and it made me so strong. I think even being biracial is part of why I'm so diverse. You just can't fit me into a box. When it comes to music, everything, I love everything. I'm all over the place. I like every type of music other than country. I love hardcore punk rock.
Really?
Oh yeah. You take me to a rock show, I want to be in the front row.
Serious?
Yes.
What about metal?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Interview's over.
Yeah, I like everything. So being biracial it's tough, because when I was a kid, I definitely went through some tough things. Yeah. I wasn't white enough for the white kids, but then I wasn't black enough for the black kids. Yeah. It was, it's definitely
I'm trying to remember, when we first came across each other, how I met you. I was thinking about that. Do you remember?
Through Darnell.
Yeah, of course. Shout out to my man Darnell, one of my best friends in the world. But I'm saying where? I can't remember where.
I can't think of specifically where it was that we met either, but
I remember this night at McDitton's. Remember that night?
Oh man,
we took that picture.
Yeah.
And it was just a simple picture, but I heard the person that you were with at the time didn't really appreciate
No.
But it was just I was hugging my friend. It was I don't understand
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was just okay, but I was trying to feel where did we meet? I don't know where. I don't know. I don't know if it was one of Darnell's house parties back in the day.
It might even been out at a restaurant or something. Who knows? We've just been around each other so much in so many different places. 100%. I know. I can't pinpoint the moment I met you either.
Because it's crazy, because I remember how I met everybody, because my memory is a file cabinet. Like I remember when, where, the time, but you, I don't know. I can't remember.
Did you think I was biracial when you saw me?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Because no one ever thinks that.
I can tell when my African blood is in another person. I can definitely tell.
Most people always assume I'm Hispanic, and then what makes me more confusing is
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I'm sure you know I know a lot. So that throws people off even more. Do you get a lot
of people that think you're Hispanic?
All the time. I get that more than anything else. Or sometimes people like look at me and treat me like I'm a museum exhibit or something.
Oh my God, look, like that?
Yeah, they stare at me and they're like, "What are you? What's the
craziest thing that somebody said to you just randomly walking up in the world, like daily life?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Like I've had guys say, "Hey girl, you so fine, I'll eat your ass." Like, yeah.
Segue into that.
Yeah.
Have you ate ass, and do you
like to eat ass? No.
Have you got your ass eaten? Let's get to the shits, Amanda. This is not Disney Channel.
Once.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't ask for it though.
Were you the recipient or the giver?
I was the recipient, obviously.
Okay. I always said, my hand on the Bible, I would never do that in my life.
I don't blame you.
Like that's where human waste comes out of.
Yes, that's what I say too. Exit only.
But damn, that's kind of crazy. So you would never do it?
No.
Why? That's my reason. But tell me why is yours.
I say exactly what you
thing?
just said. Exit only. Plus, I cannot even picture myself like putting my face between a man's ass cheeks. Like no.
Cause you know what I'm saying, you got the hair down there.
Oh my.
No, but I always said I wouldn't even do anal with a female. That's exit zone too.
Yeah, I don't really have the desire to do that kind of stuff. No, you know.
An OG a long time ago told me, he was like, it's the same. I used where my old job was. It was an old man that came into the store, and he overheard me and my coworkers talking about sex and stuff, and he was like, "Young blood, anal." Same thing. It's just a little tighter. That's what he said in the old man voice. And I pondered a little bit on, but by the time, I don't know if it was just like one of those things where he floated in the store, and by the time I turned around to give him a response, it's like he disappeared out of thin. Like maybe somebody, like how you ever saw Flintstone where like the little what's his name?
Zoo.
Yeah, he'll pop up in Fred's head. And then he's gone. That's what the experience was. And then ever since I was young, I was like 22. I was like, I never tried it. I never will.
I don't blame you. It's not a desire of mine.
But it's just like, even with porn, like you see anal porn, it's just like,
yeah,
this is crazy.
I have to admit, I don't get it.
No.
I don't get it either. No.
So, porn, Amanda, you'll never do porn.
No.
No?
Absolutely not.
Never.
No.
There he is.
No.
There you go. Gazoo. That's exactly, yes. Why not? Same thing, judgment. I mean, not judgment. I'm sorry, the future.
I just have no desire in the entire world watching me have sex. That's a very intimate thing.
Okay, what if we're not gonna name any companies because we're protecting ourselves, but what if a very lucrative company comes to you and they drop the bag and it's life change? You still wouldn't do it?
No, it's not worth it to me.
What if like a 3-movie deal? Just a three.
No. This is the thing. I feel the type of person I am anyway. I feel I have a lot more to offer than just having sex on camera.
I offered this business venture to a couple of females and I got the same rebuttal. I don't want to be on camera. Now internally they didn't have a problem, but it's just on camera. I was like, we could take this. I'm a businessman.
I mean, listen, with your partner though, I mean, all for that. You and your partner recording yourselves, but
look what happened to Kim Kardashian. Mm-hmm. What her and Ray J did was life-changing money.
It was life-changing for her for sure, but
to an illustrious career of hers.
Yeah, but I would not want to be known for getting famous for a sex tape. Actually,
the family is very wealthy.
Oh yeah.
I was watching a clip the other day. She said her daughter asked her how she got famous. But it kind of made me feel away because she lied to the daughter. She was like, "Oh, mommy's famous because I do makeup." I was like, "You shouldn't lie to your kid."
They're gonna find out when they get old enough.
One thing about the internet is gonna be here when we're gone.
Mm-hmm. And that's how I think as well. So that's why. And this is my thing. Let's say I were to ever get a big break, or I don't know, I went
into existence,
or if I went viral. Yes,
Let's go.
I definitely want that. But if that happens, I want it to be because I'm being authentically myself, or I'm doing something that I believe in, you know. And it's, as I said, I'm all about women empowerment, Black Lives Matter movement. I'm all about that, supporting local small businesses, Black businesses, all of that.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, since you said no, you're not gonna do video, but it's just like, Amanda, you my friend. I don't believe you. I think of somebody.
No, man.
I'm serious.
No.
I think if somebody threw you the bag,
Listen.
you gonna say, "Shh, don't tell anybody." But
I know in some ways people consider me a little wild because I'm a bit free spirited and I'm open minded, but that's not something I want to do.
well,
I'm sorry if you were hoping that, you know.
it ain't me. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of crazy because, like, you're not the only female that has that sentiment. Like, but I just feel like, you know, money changes lives, and it's not
It can, but you know what?
But
At the end of the day, it's still like I'm a firm believer in integrity, you know.
1000%.
And if I'm gonna get money, I want to do it the right way, which is also why I don't think anyone should knock a woman for doing OnlyFans. I mean, we're working for that money. It's better than a woman being out here begging, you know, or expecting a man to pay for everything. Because I don't believe in that either.
you don't expect the man to pay for everything?
No.
Wow. Expand on that.
I believe things should be 50-50. You're a team. You're a team. So I've paid for dates. When I'm in a relationship, I like, you know, treating my significant other, you know, getting nice gifts for them, doing things like that.
What if you're not in a relationship, you're just on a date with somebody? Would you pay?
If it's someone that I truly like, or I get the sense that they're genuine, yes. But I definitely have to be careful because since I am such a big-hearted kind person, I've been taken advantage of before.
Have you bought Jordans or just food?
I paid for a whole trip, but I don't even.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get into all that.
Okay.
but
Where was the trip?
California.
That's very expensive.
Yes.
Flight, hotel, food,
rental car.
Damn.
He paid for the food, but I covered everything else.
What part of Cali?
We went to San Diego.
Okay.
We went to LA.
SoCal.
And San Francisco.
Oh, so y'all went to the Bay and back down.
We flew into San Diego. Spent a couple days there, drove to LA, then actually made the drive to San Fran, stayed there a couple days, and then flew back.
I'm thinking about going to San Francisco for my
beautiful.
birthday. Did y'all see the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah.
Took a picture by it?
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, he's in some of those photos, which sucks.
I mean, you can crop. You right. iPhone or you got a Droid. Android. You got an Android?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Android.
No, I'm not saying that. Just my mentor, he for years slandered.
I know.
Apple.
People
and
that
then all
have
of a sudden,
iPhones.
I turn around and he's communicating with me.
But with people that have iPhones, it's like they think they're better than everyone else, and that people with Androids are peasants. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen and I've ever heard in my life.
It's true. You want to be on the lower level, you want to be on the high level. It's like flying first class in coach.
If iPhone is so much better, then why is it that every time I'm with people and they see the way my phone takes photos, they're like, oh, I want you to take the rest of the photos the rest of the night on your phone?
It depends on what time, and because iPhones really evolved their camera technology. Like right now, the 12 is out and it's second to none.
I still think it's overrated, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I
mean,
you stay out of the loop. Well, Amanda, I really appreciate you coming through, chopping it up with me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This has been great.
Any final words, remarks from you?
I guess I would just like to say thank you to anyone that's taken the time to listen to this. That I'd like people to be more open-minded and stop attaching this negative stigma to OnlyFans.
Right.
It's so much more than nudes and porn. People cook on there. Celebs do backstage footage, all type of different things like that.
What do you say to the people before we go? What do you say to those that say, "Damn, I can just go on my Instagram. I don't have to pay for that shit because it's the same thing." What would you say?
It's not. It's absolutely not. I work so hard on my content. Everything I do is for my fans. So,
how many subs you got?
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Just in case somebody inquires, what's your amount to pay for your subscription?
My sub is $10, but I run promo all the time. So when I run promo, it's $5. I also do post new content daily. So when you do the math, you're really only paying 34 cents a day, and then when I'm running promo, it's only about 17 cents a day.
Damn. Okay. So where can everybody find you and all that good stuff?
So it's onlyfans.com/AJ Leona.
Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram. It's Amanda Baby with 2 Y's XO.
It's spelled kind of quirky because it's like you can't find it. You gotta type. You say you got 2 Y's at the end.
Yeah, the XO at the end is because I'm a diehard Weekend fan, day one Weekend.
Yes,
fan.
you are.
So
I will give you that.
That's what that's
absolutely.
about. Yeah.
Even though that performance at the was it Super Bowl?
You are not gonna drag him for that. I'm so
was
tired
that
of
the
people
Super
dragging
Bowl?
him. Yes, it was the Super Bowl. He killed it.
He could have stayed home for that shit. I was on Twitter saying it, but we're gonna.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yes, it was.
No, I always wondered about The Weeknd. Are him and Drake affiliated or early on his career?
They were, and then I think Drake was actually gonna kind of bring him on
to OVO.
But The Weeknd decided he wanted to go in a different direction.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll say. You were absolutely
day one
2011 type shit.
If you guys don't know what the Noise EP is,
House of Balloons.
Oh, the Noise EP was before that.
Oh,
that was
really?
in 2009 when you couldn't even find pictures of him on the internet.
I just remember House of Balloons because the blog era. Mm-hmm. You go to the blog and the news.
I actually met him at the Kissland tour and I made a fool of myself.
Really?
Like, I did not know I was starstruck until I met The Weeknd. Like, my hands were shaking.
Did you meet him during the week or on the weekend?
Oh my goodness.
All right, y'all. So, no. What day was it?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
It was years ago.
I just thought that was a crazy ass name, but hey. And then he took the E?
The E off, yeah. I heard it was a copyright thing.
That's
and then apparently part of it's because one weekend he left his grandmother's house and he never went back. So that's how I came up with that. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. It's been another episode of Guru Speaks Podcast. SVM, we out of here. Long live Nipsey Hussle.